Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back for another video. I just want to, first off, I just want to say thank you guys for everyone who's been supporting this channel. The silver giveaway video has reached over 27,000 entries. So if you guys don't already know, I'm doing a giveaway that once I reach 1,000 subs, I will give away some silver, and you guys can see the link right up there to if you guys want to enter. And there has been 27,000 comments, which is insane. Honestly, it's a little out of hand. If I would have known that I would be getting 27,000 entries, I would have probably done this a little different. I just figured, I'd get a couple hundred comments, everyone commented, 10, 20, 30 times, and I did not know that people were going to sit there and literally comment for hours on end. Like, I have people that have entered 4,000 to 5,000 times a person, like several different people. It's really cool because it's bringing a lot of popularity. All my videos have gone up dramatically, but I kind of feel bad because I feel like some people are overwhelmed and feel like they have no chance of winning, so they don't even enter. But as you guys know, it's a random comment picker, so even if you just entered 10 or 20 or 30 comments, you still have a chance of winning. It doesn't go by who commented the most. So it's some really good silver. You might as well take a couple minutes out of your day and enter, So yeah, on that note, let's talk about the actual video today. So someone asked me, in my last video I talked about how, even paying $40 an ounce is still cheap compared to the real value of silver. And what I meant by that was, I'm not going to go pay $40 an ounce for American Eagles all day right now. All I meant was the real value of what this is worth a lot more than $40. Spot at $18 is still a steal right now. People are complaining that they are holding off buying right now because 18 is too much. $18 is too much for an ounce of silver, which, I mean, yeah, you might want to wait a week or two to see if it goes back down to save a couple cents on your purchase. If you want to do it that way, but people always forget the true value. What I mean is, before 1965, all of these were backed by this. So there would be, in this silver dollar, there would be a dollar's worth of silver in this. 50 cents, there would be 50 cents worth of silver. They didn't start making these until I think like 1986, but I'm talking about like 50-cent pieces. Mercury dimes had 10 cents of silver in it. Quarters had 25 cents of silver. So that meant that these actually had something behind it. It was backed by something that's valuable, because without that, it's just a piece of paper. It has no use. So now, since they've taken that away, this is basically just a number, and the government, the Fed, can tell you, they tell you how much it's worth. There's nothing else besides just a promise in this. With this, there's actual metal content. No matter if they strip this away and say it's not worth anything, it still has an ounce of silver, which is still valuable. This is just paper. So what I'm getting at is, honestly, no amount of paper can ever be worth this, because this is worthless and this is very useful. So I don't care if it's $1,000 per ounce, it still is not as valuable. 1,000 of these will never be as valuable as one of these, because this has nothing. But we're so trained in today's society to make this have value that we get confused about that, and we start thinking, oh yeah, $18 is a lot for an ounce of silver. It's like, really? Do you really think $18 is a lot for an ounce of silver? Once you realize the true value of silver, how it's being manipulated, by the Fed and in the markets, and going along with oil prices, and people say it doesn't, but I think it does, because they're using the oil to manufacture it and dig it out of the ground, so it has to play some part. But I don't even want to know how far it's being manipulated. I don't really get into all that type of stuff on my channel. I don't even research it on my own. I mean, I'll watch a couple of YouTube videos like Junius Maltby. He talks about that types of stuff a lot, and it's pretty interesting, but I personally, it's not my category. But we have to remember that this stuff has intrinsic value, which is far beyond any amount of paper. Like, someone asked me, what do you think the true value is? Like, give me a number. And I honestly was like, I told him, I was like, I don't know, because it's priceless. It's honestly priceless. There's no amount of this that could ever buy this, because, like I said again, this is nothing. There's nothing to this, and it's decreasing. We're what, $20 trillion in debt right now? $20 trillion in debt. Probably more than that. I haven't checked the US debt clock in a while. Last time I checked, we were at 20 trillion. And it's kind of ironic that the US used to be $0 in debt. We had no debt. And you want to know the date of that was 1964. 1965 is when we first started gaining debt. What happened in 1965? We took away gold and silver backed currency. All of our quarters and mercury dimes and half dollars, they didn't have silver in them anymore. We used this as the main primary and put gold and silver as their own category. And that, at 1965, that's when we started gaining debt. So how ironic is that as soon as we take away the real value of this and stop using this as a monetary system, we start going in the sinkhole. Just think about that. And think about what it would do if we brought this back. Donald Trump hoards a lot of gold and silver. He bought out land to rent to APMEX. A lot of big investors, they know what they're doing. The banking systems, they hoard gold. That's why you see all these We Buy Gold commercials and all that. People know, but a lot of people don't know. Well, the majority of people just think this stuff is useless. So this is just a video, a little reminder to everyone that your silver is a lot more useful and a lot more valuable than we tend to remember sometimes. We sometimes we forget, and we get caught up in numbers, and we start comparing dollars to silver, and it's not a good habit, because dollars are not silver. These two are separate categories, and the second we start putting them in the same category, we start getting scared out of buys. We start making impulse buys. We really get caught in the number system of, I'm going to wait a couple weeks because I think it's going to go down a couple cents. And then, you saved your 15 cents, but, you probably spent more than 15 cents on whatever you just bought from the store, or your gallon of gas that went up that you can't really control. So, all I'm saying is, I just wanted to go a little further in what I said in my video about $40 really not being expensive for silver, because it's not. Right now, I would not pay $40 for an ounce of silver, but if the markets went up to $40 an ounce, and I knew that it wasn't ever going to go back down, I would still pay $40, because I know that it has a potential to be a lot higher than that, and I probably wouldn't stack as hard as I am right now. $18, where it's at right now, I'm still comfortable with. I'll still buy silver all day right now. I don't care. People are saying it might go back down a little bit to 16, 17 range. I'll buy it if it's $18 or $17. I really don't care about the dollar per ounce loss. or the dollar extra I'm spending per ounce. I'm only getting like 5 or 6 ounces at a time, so what? I've saved $5 if I wait 2 weeks. When in 2 weeks it could go up a lot more than $5, and then I just screwed myself out of potential a potential buy right now. So all I'm saying is this is the way I stack. I'm not telling you guys you have to, but just remember that silver really is valuable, and do your research and just don't get caught up in the smaller things. Remember the bigger picture and keep stacking, my friends. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. I know not a lot of people agree with everything I say. This is just my opinion. You know, it's my money and this is how I spend it. If you agree, then that's great. If you don't, that's also great. I encourage you to do what you feel is right. I'm not telling anyone how to invest their money. I'm just sharing my perspectives on things, just to open up conversation and just bring a different angle to the table. So, like I said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys for another video. Peace.